Transmite Radio Venezuelan, voz oficial del Frente Farabundo Martí para la Liberación Nacional. Más información cuando son las 6:36, información sobre las acciones que se están desarrollando en estos momentos en la ciudad occidental de Santana. Informamos que en las últimas horas de esta tarde se libraron fuertes combates entre el FMLN y el ejército de la dictadura al norte en la colonia Ibu, barrio Santa Cruz, y en colonia Santa Lucía en la ciudad de Santana. A esta hora se nos informa de que el incendio del almacén Palestina ya ha concluido, mientras que continúan otros 2 incendios en la ciudad de Santana. Más información en la zona sur de Santana. Continúan los enfrentamientos a esta hora de la noche.
That was 6.9075 megahertz at midnight 37 GMT, March 9.
Ελληνική ραδιοφωνία τηλεόραση. Η φωνή της Ελλάδας. Κυρίες και κύριοι, χαίρετε. Η εκπομπή που ακούτε είναι η δεύτερη του 24ωρου που κατευθύνεται προς Βόρειο Αμερική και μεταδίδεται κάθε μέρα από τις 2 ως τις 3:50 ώρα Greenwich στα βραχαία κύματα και στα μήκη των 25,58, 19,24 και 30,41 μέτρων ή στις συχνότητες των 11.730, 15.595 και 9.865 kHz.
Δελφίνη ειδήσεων. Μήνυμα αισιοδοξίας για το μέλλον της οικονομίας της χώρας, επίσημη ο Πρωθυπουργός Ανδρέας Παπανδρέου, μιλώντας απόψε προς τον ελληνικό λαό με την ευκαιρία της κατάστασης στη Βουλή του προϋπολογισμού του 1982.
That was 9.865 megahertz, starting at 0200 on March 9.
In the fourth of this year's Reef Lectures on Armed Force in the Modern World, Professor Lawrence Martin, Vice-Chancellor of the University of Newcastle upon Tyne, examines the problems of the Third World and the relationship between the two superpowers and a Third World in which armed conflict is endemic. Conflicts of the Third World, the fourth of the Reef Lectures, can be heard at 08:30 later today. BBC World Service, Network UK.
That was 15.07 megahertz at 7:45 GMT on March 9. By the way, this is one of those nights where the 19-meter band remains active all night, and it's really amazing to see so many stations coming in so well at 3 o'clock in the morning.
For another report from Austria. For today, that's all there's time for, except for me and Dubsky to say goodbye, and thanks for listening on behalf of all of us here in Vienna.
We now take leave of listeners in the Vienna area to Blue Danube Radio. That ends the program in English, broadcast by the shortwave service of the Austrian radio every day at the same time on the following frequencies: 6.155, 15.410, 15.165, and 21.640 megahertz.
Hier ist der österreichische Rundfunk, Wien. Austria calling. Ici l'Autriche.
That was 15.165 megahertz at 08:55 GMT on March 9.
Московское время 12 часов. Вы слушаете информационный выпуск «Маяка». В Москве продолжается показ новых фильмов союзных республик, посвященный 60-летию СССР. Завтра День Литвы. О его программе рассказывает секретарь правления Союза.
That was 15.47 megahertz at 0900 GMT on March 9.
iniciando a sua transmissão para o Brasil. Duas horas em Londres, 19 horas em Brasília. Estamos irradiando para o Brasil nas faixas de 19, 25, 31 e 49 metros. Amigos ouvintes, muito boa noite. Ao microfone já Jotercio, dando início à nossa transmissão desta noite. E ouçamos então o primeiro noticiário lido por Jade de Oliveira.
Boa noite, ouvintes. Os Estados Unidos manifestaram preocupação pelas notícias de irregularidades nas eleições presidenciais da Guatemala.
That was 9.765 megahertz, starting at about 21:58 GMT on March 9.
Meridian was presented by Frank Delaney, produced by Frank Williams. In the next edition of Meridian, there'll be a report on the opening of the musical Guys and Dolls at Britain's National Theatre, and a discussion of an exhibition of the work of Vladimir Mayakovsky, poet and artist of the Russian Revolution. And that can be held on Tuesday at 23:30. Now, in a few moments for the world news. This is London. Midnight, Greenwich Mean Time. BBC World Service.
The news, read by Michael Ashby. The United States has expressed concern over reports of irregularities in the Guatemalan presidential election. After his election as Prime Minister of the Irish Republic, Mr. Charles Hockey has said his first political priority...
That was 9.51 megahertz at around 0 hours Greenwich Mean Time. The date is now March 10.
BBC World Service presents Radio Newsreel. The elections in Guatemala last Sunday were watched by many foreign observers to see they were properly conducted. And now there are allegations from the country's opposition groups that the results are fraudulent. The opposition have accused...
That was 9.51 megahertz at midnight 15 GMT, March 10.
This is Swiss Radio International. Swiss Radio International is on the air to North and Central America in the 49, 31, 25, and 19 meter bands. Here is a Swiss chronometer to give you the exact time. It's 1 hour 45 Greenwich Mean Time. Stay tuned for Dateline.
Hello and welcome. This is Paul Suffren in the Dateline Studios here in Bern. In our Friday program, India and the Soviet Union expressed their mutual concerns during the visit of the Soviet Defense Minister, Marshal Ustinov. Nigeria and West Germany count their blessings during the visit of the Nigerian head of state to Bonn. The magic of gold seems to be losing its hold on buyers as the price is down. We'll be hearing why. And Swiss Air has its head in the clouds after a profitable 1981. Right now, let's turn to events in the world news.
The Nicaraguan government has asked for an urgent meeting of the United Nations Security Council.
That was 15.305 megahertz on March 19th.
Radio Sweden International, Stockholm. Join us again tomorrow at the same time and on the same frequency. That is 11,705 and 15,270 kilohertz, 25.6 and 19.7 meters. For those of you listening in Europe, also on medium wave, 1179 kilohertz, 254 meters. If you would like us to send you a list of our programs, times, and frequencies, please write to Radio Sweden International, F10510, Stockholm, Sweden. Sveriges Radio Utlandsprogrammet. Radio Sweden, Stockholm. Radio Sverige, Stockholm. Radio Sweden, Stockholm. Radio Sweden, Stockholm. Radio Sverige i Stockholm. Radio Sverige i Stockholm. Sveriges Radio Utlandsprogrammet. Radio Sweden, Stockholm. Radio Sverige, Stockholm. Radio Sweden, Stockholm.
Sveriges Radio Utlandsprogrammet. Sveriges Radio Utlandsprogrammet. Vi inleder nu ett halvtimmesprogram på svenska.
En tillbakablick på veckans händelser här hemma. En del av dem i varje fall följer efter telegrammen.
Industriminister Nils G. Åsling förklarade på lördagen att det inte finns några planer på att pumpa in nya pengar i det krisdrabbade statliga gruvföretaget LKAB. Krisen måste lösas.
That was 15.27 megahertz at 23:30 on March 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You're listening to the North American service of Radio Berlin International, the voice of the German Democratic Republic. We broadcast daily to the East Coast at 1 hour and 2:30 hours GMT. West Coast listeners can receive us at 3:30 and 6:45 hours GMT.
That was 11.89 megahertz, starting at 6:45 GMT on March 14. The following is 15.235 megahertz, starting at 6:58 GMT on March 14.
This is Radio Japan, the overseas broadcasting service of NHK in Tokyo.
この放送は NHK の国際放送ラジオ日本のジェネラルサービスです。東京からお送りします。
Radio Japan, the overseas broadcasting service of NHK in Tokyo. We are broadcasting on 17.81 megahertz in the 16 band, 17.785 megahertz also in the 16 band, and 15.325 megahertz in the 19 band. This transmission is also being relayed to the Middle East through Radio Trans-Europe in Sines, Portugal, on 15.235 megahertz in the 19 band. This general service can be heard daily from 7 to 7:30 hours Greenwich Mean Time. Now here is the news from Tokyo. First, the headlines. The Trade and Industry Ministry will suggest the Japanese.
Al oír el tono serán las 4 horas, 29 minutos, 0 segundos. Observatorio Naval Cajigal, Caracas, Venezuela. Observatorio Naval Cajigal, Caracas, Venezuela. Al oír el tono serán las 4 horas, 30 minutos, 0 segundos. Observatorio Naval Cajigal, Caracas, Venezuela. Observatorio Naval Cajigal, Caracas, Venezuela. Ahora serán las 4 horas.
31 minutos.
Hora terminal.
That was 6.1 megahertz at around 8:31 GMT on March 17th. I don't know how many stations we were just listening to, nor do I know the identity of any of them. The following is 15.255 megahertz, starting at around 0258 GMT on March 16th.
Romania. Aquí Radio Bucarest, Rumania. Muy buenas noches, estimados oyentes. Damos comienzo a uno de los 5 programas que nuestra emisora transmite a diario por los campos de onda de 19, 25, 31, 41 y 49 metros para España y Europa Occidental a las 19 y 20:30 y para América Latina a las 22, 24 y 3 de la madrugada, siempre conforme al horario de Greenwich. Primeramente, el servicio informativo.
El secretario general del Partido Comunista Rumano y presidente de la República, Nicolae Ceausescu, junto con la señora Elena Ceausescu, efectuará visitación del secretario general del Comité Central del Partido del Trabajo de Corea y presidente de la República, Kim Il-sung, una visita oficial de amistad.
The following is 15.385 megahertz at 3:28 GMT on March 15.
هنا إذاعة صوت الغفران من فاشل. هنا إذاعة صوت الغفران من فاشل.
That was the sound of the transmitter going off the air at that point. That was 15.37 megahertz at 3:30 GMT on March 16th. Back in 1970, Radio Liberty used to use that interval signal for broadcasts in Ukrainian.
BBC World Service, with another program in our series Divertimento. Later on, we'll be hearing The Fantasia on Greensleeve by Vaughan Williams.
That was 9.51 megahertz at 5:30 GMT on March 16th. The following is 15.315 megahertz at 3:31 GMT on March 16th.
صدای ایران است. صدای ایران است. تا چند لحظه دیگر برنامه‌های صدای ایران شروع می‌شود. این صدای ایران است. صبح خیر شنوندگان عزیز، برنامه راهداری و صدای ایران از این ساعت بر روی موج کوتاه و 29 شهری 15315 کیلوهرتز به مدت نیم ساعت پخش می‌شود.
با بهترین سلام ها خدمت هم‌نوزنان عزیز، نخست توجهتان را به خلاصه اهم اخبار از صدای ایران جلب می‌کنم. 8 تن دیگر از افسران عالی رتبه ارتش ایران دستگیر و زندانی شدند. فرماندهان پادگان‌های تبریز و سراب و یک سرهنگ هوایی جزو دستگیر شدگانند.
خدمة الزندان ابین به نظامیان زندانی اختصاص یافته و دیوان ابین نامیده شدند. تلاش‌های میهن‌پرستان برای جلوگیری از خراج بیشتر آثار ملی با مراجعه به نمایندگان سازمان ملل و دیگر مراجع جهانی افزایش یافت. 11 تن از نمایندگان پارلمان.
I assume that was the headlines being read. In any event, the sound effect continued to be used between sentences for another minute and a quarter.
At the tone 0 hours, 16 minutes, coordinated universal time.
The following is an Omega navigation system notice regarding signal transmission. All stations in normal operation. Station F, Argentina, will be off air for maintenance the 17th, 18th, 19th, 22nd, and 23rd of March 1982 from 1100 Zulu to 2100 Zulu daily. No adverse propagation effects in existence at this time.
At the tone 0 hours, 17 minutes, coordinated universal time.
That was 20 megahertz on March 17.
Rádio Nacional do Brasil. Uma emissora Rádio Brás apresenta Repórter Brasileiro. Programa com notícias sobre a atualidade brasileira. Produzido especialmente pelo Ministério das Relações Exteriores. Manchetes do dia. Presidente Figueiredo convoca a nação para a cruzada em defesa da moral. Camilo Pena condena a qualidade de produtos brasileiros. Pelé convoca novamente a seleção.
That was 17.83 megahertz starting at around 1:44 GMT on March 17th.
De literatuur, Belgische radio en televisie, de wereldomroep van de Vlaamse gemeenschap. We zenden uit richting Noord- en Zuid-Amerika en doen dat in de 25 meterband op 11.695 kHz en in de 19 meterband op 15.360 kHz. In België is het nu precies middernacht, dat wil zeggen 23 uur GMT. We beginnen met nieuws en regionaal. Hierbouwt te opgeen.
Goedenavond. Duizenden bovenstaalarbeiders uit Luik en Charleroi hebben vandaag in Brussel getoogd tegen de staalpolitiek van de regering.
That was 11.695 megahertz at around 2300 on March 16th. The following is 15.32 megahertz at 0330 on March 17th.
Good morning. This is United Arab Emirates Radio in Dubai on 92 megahertz FM. We are also transmitting in our external services to India and Pakistan on 11,940 kilohertz in the 25-meter band, and to North America on 11,755 and 15,320 kilohertz in the 25 and 19-meter bands. The time is 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday, the 17th of March. The news read by Anne Gordon. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos of Oman held talks in London today with the British Prime Minister.
The following is 9.575 megahertz, just coming up to 6 hours Greenwich Mean Time on March 17. The wow you hear in the anthem is them, not me. The following is 21.735 megahertz at 19:30 GMT on May 2nd.
Отмечают, что пренебрежение и презрение к правам человека приводят к варварским актам, которые возмущают совесть человечества. А потому высоким стремлением людей провозглашено создание такого мира, в котором люди будут иметь свободу слова и убеждений.
радиожурнал «Пути коммунизма».